We just got some huge, crazy Poppy Playtime news regarding a whole bunch of brand new deals with merch companies, and not just little merch companies, huge merch companies, and a bunch of brand new collabs and updates to the future of Poppy Playtime. So without further ado, let's just stop wasting time and hop into the very first bit of news, being the brand new deal with McFarlane Toys. So Mob Entertainment posted like at least a week ago that they're making a brand new partnership with McFarlane Toys. If you do not know, McFarlane Toys makes a whole bunch of, cool and very detailed stuff, including lots of the Five Nights at Freddy's construction sets, which I do not think they're going to be making any Poppy construction sets because it's not on the list, but it still would have been really cool to see. As you guys can see, sadly, it is going to be launching in spring 2026, so we do have to wait a little bit before we can actually go and get these. This collaboration will see McFarlane's Toys bring Poppy Playtime's eerie yet beloved characters to life. So yes, this whole entire article is talking about how McFarlane is going to be bringing Poppy Playtime toys to life with a bunch of different products, including plushies, action figures, dioramas, prop replicas, and more. So I hope the more is construction sets, but it seems like they're going to be making a bunch of brand new merch, and I definitely cannot wait to see that. But if you go under that article, you can actually go and see more articles leading to, of course, more future team-ups, like this one saying that Mob Entertainment and Funko team up to bring Poppy Playtime collectibles to fans worldwide. It says here that this whole new Funko lineup is expected to release in fall 2026, so yes, we have to wait a long time for it too. And this says here the collection will include a full line of Funko products, including signature stylized vinyl figures such as, the Funko Pops, Biddy Pops, Mystery Minis. I'm definitely really excited for the Mystery Minis, and more. The more most likely meaning plushies and other stuff like that. But it's going to be bringing Poppy Playtime's most terrifying characters to life, so this is just crazy to see them teaming up with Funko. It is a really good sign, but it's not just that. That's not just the end of this whole entire team up. Mob Entertainment's Supercharged Goal expansive. So this next one here is Mob Entertainment's plans and how they're planning to, build Mob Entertainment out, making it bigger and better than it ever was. Of course, he goes into a little bit more detail about this type of stuff, but it talks about how Mob Entertainment is rapidly growing and how it's making a whole bunch of different deals with, companies that we've already seen before, like Jazzwares, Fat Mojo, Culture Fly, U2s, just so on like that. But we can see some brand new brands here being Moose Toys and also Pinfinity, I think that's the name for it. Definitely being two new merch brands, which is pretty interesting to see. We're gonna have to wait until we get more info and news about that. But what's even more interesting is when we go down below, we can see how it says here, including upcoming appearances in Minecraft and Fortnite, to name a few. Meaning that there might be more that are just not naming, but I think Minecraft and Fortnite is still huge enough to talk about because Minecraft is huge, most likely meaning we're gonna be getting a skin resource pack, I'm assuming. And of course, Fortnite, we're gonna be getting skins most likely, but this is all just speculation. But it is an official document, so like it's an article. It's out there with all the other brands we already know existed, so who knows when this is going to happen, but hopefully it is soon. But it's just really great to see this happen. But for another one of Mob Entertainment's things that they're going and working on here, Mob Entertainment, talks about all their future stuff in this brand new news document. And one small thing that Sheep Rampage helped point out to me is how a blueprint for modern IP talks about, how they're trying to go and, expand their strength. In the bottom, you can see it says here talking about board games and stuff like that, which would be really interested to see different type of board games. But it says and even augmented reality, meaning we might be able to get a FNAF AR style Poppy Playtime game, which would be really cool to see. But maybe this is not for Poppy Playtime, it could be for other games Mob wants to make, so just keep that in mind when you're thinking about this. But also it would be pretty cool. But moving on to other type of news that's not really crazy or anything like that, Mob Entertainment like a week or two ago posted the chicken jockey scene from the Minecraft movie, but reanimated with Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 characters, which just looks really funny, and it's just funny to see.
They want me to fight the chicken? Chicken jockey!
But they also had this new giveaway going on in their channel, just going and giving away a jumbo, one-of-a-kind 20-inch Boxy pillow, which is just cool. They're giving one away, just definitely wanted to go and mention that. But for the past few days, they have been teasing us with some different mysterious wording, with the first day being H, then HU, then hug with 2 G's. So we all automatically thinking this is going to spell huggy. But the real question was, what were they planning? Was this another secret ARG they're going to be building or what? But it ended up just being Huggus Wuggus. Because of course, tomorrow is going to be making, or by the time you guys are actually seeing this video, it might already be June. But it's just them changing their profile, getting ready for Pride Month. So that's Huggus Wuggus, no ARG. Even though we all kind of know that as just them teasing the fandom, but it's just really crazy to see how the Poppy Playtime fans go a little bit crazy. But speaking about other type of different changes, we're going to be moving on to merch. And some of the changes they actually have is with the Pianosaurus plushie, with the plush pillow, having a little change, as you guys can see here. It looks a little bit more derpy, and I don't really like the way the change looks on the images. You can even see that when it goes and turns around, they have the logo of Pianosaurus now on there with like a slot. It looks like you can change the batteries and stuff like that, being something new they didn't show in the last photo. But then they still had the photos of like the old design for some reason, but I have no idea why they changed it. Definitely just wanted to let you guys know about that. Same thing with Doughy. He did change a little bit, with his eyes color being a little bit darker, his mouth being a little bit more wider, and of course his top hat being made of plastic instead of fabric, which is a lot better in my opinion. And as you guys can see, this is how the old one look. I like the old one's smile, but I definitely do like everything else about the new one so far. It's really great. Moving on to other sides and little bits of merch. We did know in this video here that we talked about a long time ago, well, not really that long, it was like only a month or so, we saw the reveal of a Squishmallow for Huggy Wuggy, and we all kept talking about how we wanted a Doughy the Doughman, Squishmallow. And well, thanks to Mellow Info on Instagram, we can actually see, more credit to, of course, Showcase, new Squishmallows for Poppy Playtime, including Kissy Missy, Catnap, and Doughy the Doughman being just the best Squishmallow. You know, I'm ready to be getting all these, so go and subscribe and stay tuned for a full review on, of course, all the new merch, and stay tuned for upcoming Poppy Playtime news. But we got Huggy Wuggy with a Huggy Wuggy tag, the Squishmallow with Jazzwares. We can see one with, of course, just Kissy Missy with a smile. And of course, you can see Catnap here. Not a huge fan of it. It's just okay. I like all of them. They're just okay-ish. But of course, Doughy the Doughman is my favorite because he's like, supposed to be soft and squishy like that. So it's just a perfect fit in my opinion. I really do love it. But thanks to this Twitter user here, we can actually see some brand new merch just being two different pairs of glasses. One for Kissy Missy being here, Kissy Missy sunglasses with UV protection being pretty interesting. Who's gonna walk around with these? No idea, but it's gonna be pretty funny to see this in wild. We also got one of Huggy Wuggy with the same UV protection. Just wanted to go and bring that out. But moving on to other type of merch news, Japan pop-up shop is gonna be adding a bunch of brand new items. Of course, this is a little promotion out for it. We got brand new little key clips for different characters. We got different pins. We also got different like acrylic standees, and also more different acrylic like keychains with also like sticker sheets, more acrylic stands this time for Catnap and Doughy, which just look pretty cool. And of course, the official reveal of the orientation notebook, but of course the Japan cover and version of it being, officially announced and released. So that's also pretty cool to see, Just a nice little change up. But that's going to be really it for this video. You guys can let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about this huge news? Are you guys excited for the brand new collabs that are going to be happening and all the brand new merch brands teaming up to make a bunch of high quality Poppy Playtime merch? You already know that I am, and you already know I'm going to be reviewing half the merch and also letting you guys know whenever we do get images on it. So, again, subscribe to stay tuned for all this stuff. But yeah, I am truly, really excited for all this stuff. It looks so good. I cannot wait for it all. But I guess you guys can watch this video here to stay tuned for the last little bits of news. And of course, this video here to go and watch some other type of merch reviews.